Finally, a personal note. After 18 years, this is my final Fox News Sunday. It is the last time, and I say this with real sadness, we will meet like this. 18 years ago, the bosses here at Fox promised me they would never interfere with a guest I booked or a question I asked, and they kept that promise. I have been free to report to the best of my ability, to cover the stories I think are important, to hold our country's leaders to account. It's been a great ride. We've covered 5 presidential elections, interviewed every president since George H.W. Bush, traveled the world sitting down with France's Emmanuel Macron and Russia's Vladimir Putin. And I've gotten to spend Sunday mornings with you. It may sound corny, but I feel we've built a community here. There's a lot you can do on Sunday mornings. The fact you've chosen to spend this hour with us is something I cherish. But after 18 years, I have decided to leave Fox. I want to try something new, to go beyond politics to all the things I'm interested in. I'm ready for a new adventure, and I hope you'll check it out. And so, for the last time, dear friends, that's it for today. Have a great week, and I hope you'll keep watching Fox News Sunday.
All right, Chuck. Thank you very much.
All right. It's Chris, but anyway.
Chris. I just did Chris. No, I just did Chuck. I tell you what, man, these are back-to-back. Anyway.
No, it's okay.
I don't know how you do it early in the morning, too.
I mentioned at the top of the hour, Chris Wallace surprising everyone by leaving Fox News. Well, it turns out he is joining CNN, specifically to become an anchor on CNN+. That's the streaming service that's going to be launching in early 2022. So this was announced with an internal memo just a few minutes ago, and now it's going out wide. The way this works, is he does a deal, his agent does a deal with CNN. He announced his exit from Fox, and now the press release is being blasted out about him joining CNN. So let me read you the statement that he has about his new venture. He says, "I am thrilled to join CNN+. After decades in broadcasting cable news, I'm excited to explore the world of streaming. I look forward to the new freedom and flexibility streaming affords and interviewing major figures across the news landscape and finding new ways to tell stories." This is Wallace's statement, adding, "As I embark on this adventure, I am honored and delighted to join Jeff Zucker and his great team. I can't wait to get started." So that's Chris Wallace, as you see on screen there, Fox News veteran, always defined by his Sunday morning moderating and his willingness to take on all political figures, right, left, and everywhere else. Wallace, a veteran of Fox, now heading over to this house, to CNN, and according to the press release, he'll be hosting a weekday show on CNN+, the streaming service. So instead of Sundays, he will be on 5 days a week. He'll be on weekdays hosting.
Mr. Vice President, I don't especially like asking you about this, but it is an issue in the campaign, and that has been your sometimes shaky performance on the campaign trail. Here's a story that you told at least 3 times about Nelson Mandela. Take a look.
I had the great honor of meeting him. I had the great honor of being arrested with our UN ambassador on the streets of Soweto trying to get to see him on Robbins Island.
You now say you weren't arrested and it didn't happen in Soweto. You were at the airport in Johannesburg and you were stopped from going through the door for blacks. I guess the question is, were you confused or were you just trying to embellish a story?
No, what I was doing was talking about the fact that I was strongly opposed to apartheid. When we landed we were going to Soweto, actually. We landed in Johannesburg, and the Afrikaners took me off the plane, took me in one direction, wanted me to go through a white-only door, and in fact, I wouldn't move. I said, everybody else is going through another door. I'm going with the black delegation that I came with. They said, no, you can't. And I said, well, I'm standing here. I'm not going to move, and they would not let me move anywhere. So I guess I should have said I was detained. I was not able to move forward. So what they finally did was they went out and they cleared out a baggage claim area, took us all up through the baggage claim area up and cleared out a restaurant. Look, and if anybody wonders whether or not what I said about my desire and my adamancy about apartheid, you've covered it. Go back and look at JoeBiden.com and take a look at what's happened in the.
Your record is clear.
Anyway.
Let me ask you, though, here's something else you said this week. Take a look.
I'm a Democratic candidate for the United States Senate. Look me over. If you like what you see, help out. If not, vote for the other guy. Give me a look, though, okay?
You haven't run for the Senate since 2008. What happened there?
No, the context was, I said to everybody, I said, look, I'm going to say the same thing that I've always said. Like I used to campaign in Delaware. I'd say, I'd knock on the door. I say, my name is Joe Biden, Democratic candidate for the United States Senate. Look me over. If you like me, help me out. If not, vote for the other guy. That's the sentence I repeated throughout making the case. And I said, and I'm here now to ask you all to look me over. It was in the context of how I said I ran, because the context also was that, you can't, as was pointed out by Cedric and others of my campaign, and how I ran when I ran for the Senate, was people will not, they expect you to ask them. You have to earn their vote. That was the context of that.
All right. Final question in this regard. President Trump went after you about this at CPAC yesterday. Take a look at what he said.
Joe's not going to be running the government. He's just going to be sitting in a home someplace. And people are going to be running it for him.
Your response to the president.
Is that the stable genius saying that? Oh, give me a break. God love him. I'm going to resist saying what I feel like saying.
No, go ahead. Don't resist it. Go ahead, Mr. Vice President.
No, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to try to, assign names and insults to the stable genius. This is a guy who doesn't know what he's doing. He doesn't know how to run the country. He is making us more unsafe the way he's responding to the coronavirus. He has done virtually nothing well that I can see. And so I can hardly wait to debate him on stage. I want people to see me standing next to him and him standing next to me. We'll see who's sleepy.
Not here. This is my message from Earth to come. On behalf of we, the 15, I ask you, please help us to guarantee a safer future for every life, regardless of their ability.
Mr. Vice President, thank you. Thanks for your time. Please come back in less than 13 years, sir.
All right, Chuck. Thank you very much.
All right. It's Chris, but anyway.
Chris. I just did Chris. No, I just did Chuck. I tell you what, man, these are back-to-back. Anyway.
No, it's
I don't
okay.
know how you do it early in the morning, too.
Safe travels on the campaign trail. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.